Hello everybody. I thought I'd do another quick video here to show everyone how to set up a few things on your MT4 charts here. I've been getting a few questions on how to set some things up, so I figured I'd make a quick video just to kind of show everybody what I use, where I get them, and how to put them on your charts. So you'll see here I use my stochastic. I change my settings. Sometimes I have them at 533, sometimes I have them at 1033, sometimes I have them at 1433. Sheriff, from what I understand or saw on his phone, I think his settings for his stochastic was at 1433 is what he used, and I think that's on the web analyzer. And his RSI, of course, is set at 7. And like I've mentioned before, I put this 10 moving average on my RSI, which you see here. And that setting is 10 period, 0 shift, moving average method, simple. And when you're dragging it and dropping it onto your RSI chart, make sure that you select apply to previous indicators data. If you don't, if you apply it to close, it's going to put it up here on your main chart. If you put it previous indicators data, it's going to put it down here on your RSI. So I know that was the one thing a few people were having some difficulty with, so I wanted to clarify that. So I'll show you here real quick too on the stochastic the 3 settings. If I'm doing lower time frames, I might do it a little faster. As you can see, it's a little choppier, and you'll get these longer moves here. If you change it to 1033, which is part of the BRS strategy, watch the stochastic down here change when I change this. It smooths it out a little bit more. So if you like a choppier one, you can set it lower. If you like a kind of a medium one, you can set it at the 1033. Again, that's what the BRS strategy uses. I'm familiar with the J-Rock strategy, the Davin 4 Rules strategy, the BRS strategy, and of course the Sheriff strategy. So I kind of use a hybrid, as I've mentioned before, of all 3 strategies, and I just kind of put them all together for just more confirmation for me, which on the previous videos, as you've seen, I used the stochastic cross for some confirmation. I used this heavily for confirmation of when to get in. I wouldn't get in back here, as you see, because we still got more selling pressure. I get in here once the 10 moving average has come down and made its turn and the RSI crosses and then goes up. That's when I would enter here, so it doesn't go against me for that time frame. I don't want it to go against me. I want to know exactly when to get in and how to take that, capture that move right there. And that move right there goes from here to, what is it, right there, I think. Yeah, right up there. So if it goes from below the 30 to up on the 70, you'll capture that whole move. But we'll talk about that in the video that's coming next. Right now, I just want to show you guys how to drop some of these things on here. As you'll see over here too, I have a spread and bar counter down here that tells me the spread of every pair that I'm trading, and it also tells me when the next bar is forming, regardless what time frame I'm on. So right now I'm on the daily, and of course it's Sunday, so the markets are closed. So for those of you who celebrate Easter, I hope you're having a wonderful Easter Sunday. For those of you who do not celebrate Easter, I hope you're just having a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful weekend as well for everyone. So let's get on some of this. I'll show you how to put this support and resistance indicator on. This is really helpful for some of the new people. It's going to show you your support and resistance zones, areas, so until you can start spotting them yourself. You see you got tops here, that's a good resistance. You got a bottom here, that's really not a great one. This one might be a little bit better here, because you got a touch here, touch here, touch here. So some people like to draw a line across there. Some people like to draw boxes. So it's really your personal preference as to what you want to do and how you want to do it. I kind of use both sometimes. So there you go. You can find your zones, drag it to your candle bottoms or your wicks or whatever. You know, just as long as you can spot your support and resistances, that'll help you out as well. So you can see where the market comes down, touches, turns, comes down, touches, turns, goes up, touches, drops, touches, drops. So again, this is a daily. This is good to see some of your support and resistance areas. There's another good one. Well, not a great one, but there's a little area. Here's another one, like I said, right across here. But again, we'll touch on that on another video as well. So how to put this on here? First and foremost, your support and resistance indicators. Here's what I use right here. I use fxtradingrevolution.com/supportresistance.html. Go here to this website, download it, scroll down, you can download it for free right there, and you can plop that on your charts. And how to do that, and most everything else, that we're going to show. Up here is your indicator window, the star in the folder. Open that up, go down here to your FXR/SR zones, drag it, hold your left mouse button down, drag it over here onto your chart, and this pops up. Leave it at 0, it'll be 0 equals current. So when you change your time frames, it'll change to that current time frame that you're on. But if you put like a 15 here or a 60 here in the time frame area, it's only going to show on that chart, or show that chart's support and resistance. So just leave it at 0. Don't change it at all. Don't change anything in here. Just drag it, drop it, you're good to go. The next thing I do is this spread bar down here. As you see, your spread indicator, when the markets are active, this will always be fluctuating, and this will always be counting down. So you'll know when your next bar is, and you'll know what the spread is at the current time. It's a great little indicator too. I get that, let me see. I got a couple screens open here so I can show you guys these things. I get it here. It's candle time end and spread indicator for MetaTrader 4. What I do is go to Google, type in spread counter and bar timer for MT4. It's going to be this one right here, your code ending in 11501. So you click on that one, and it's going to pull this one up. You can download it here, or download it as a zip, or however you know how to do it, or if you know how to use Meta Editor, you can do it that way. I don't recommend that one. I don't know how to use that one. But anyway, download it as a zip, or just download just this MQ4 here. And then you can put that on your chart. So once you download that, you'll have it. And let me show you how to find those and put them on as well. So let's pull that up. So yeah, there we go. So I downloaded mine in my folder, so I created this other folder. So here you download it, you got your candle time, end and spread. Right click, copy, then go over here to your file, open data folder. That's going to pop open, and it popped open on my other screen, so let me move it over here. Go to MQL4, double click there, go to indicators, double click there, right click, and paste, and it'll put it in there, and you'll see it right there. So now it's in your indicators file. So what you can do, get that out of the way, is then it'll be in here. So once you see that, take it, drag it, drop it, just like usual. You can change the areas. 1 is top right, 3 is bottom right. So if you want it in your top right, put the 1. I like mine in my bottom right corner, so I put a 3 in here, and then hit OK, and then you'll have that down here or up here, whichever one you choose. So that's how you put those two things on here. Now, here's how we put the 10 MA. I think I actually covered that, but I'll do it again real quick. Here's how to put moving averages on your chart. If you want it on your main chart, you can do it up here. They're under trend, right there. Click it, boom, it'll put it on here. Change your color, whatever color you want to put on here. Let's put a color on here I don't have. I kind of got a purple in there, but anyway, let's do a 20. 20 simple close, boom. There it is on my chart. That little purple one right across here. So that's how you add that. Here I have this one set at moving average 5. It is a 5 simple on the close. For this tight one here, I use this 8 also for to trail the stop up along here. It's an 8 exponential applied to the open on that one. And then this one here is my 50. This one is my 100. And this one is my 200. These kind of act as support and resistance as well. And as you see here, it's just following these close lines here. It's following this 8. It's following this 5. So it kind of hit down here and took back off again. So you can, again, kind of use these as imaginary support and resistance. And the tight ones you can trail your stop with. This 50 here, These are for your higher time frames. So your higher time frames are going to show you which direction it's going as well, the market. So here's your 50 period. Your moving average is exponential. Put it on the close. Whatever color you use, I like magenta. I get a little darker as I go down because I know this is, as it comes down here, it could have market change and stuff depending on where that's going. But this is kind of like a drop dead area. This red 100 here is exponential on the close as well. This 200 exponential close, and then you'll have all those on there so you can kind of follow and see which direction the market's going. So if it's above these, you know you're buying. If it's below them, you'll know that you are selling. So we're on the daily chart, so it's wild. So you see here, now you're selling. It's indecision here for looks like a couple of weeks on the daily. Let's maybe go to a 15. As you see here, you're trending downward, so you want to be selling down through here. But we'll get on that a little later as well. So that's how you get it. Oh, we saw this move on the 1033. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping around a little bit. We'll change the stochastic now to a 14. And again, watch the stochastic change. It's going to get even a little smoother. And there you go. So you can choose the 533, the 1033, or the 1433. Whatever works easiest for you. Whatever you're most comfortable with and seeing the move. Sheriff uses a 14. BRS uses a 10. I use them all, to be quite honest, depending upon what I want to see. If I'm on a low time frame, I want to capture some quick moves, I'll put it faster. If I'm on the higher time frames, I'll put it a little slower, get more smoother moves. As you can see here, that move, that cross right there, is that move up right there to right about here. So there you go. You can kind of watch those. So that's how I set these up. We covered support and resistance, where to get those, how to put those on, how to put your spread and your next bar counter on, how to put your 10 MA on your RSI, and you guys know how to put this on here. So that should work pretty well. Now another tool I use, and I use this on my phone, is the Easy RSI indicator. I really like this, and Easy Indicators puts out a lot of different indicators. They're free for your phone. I know on Android, I don't use an iPhone, I use Android, so I don't know about iPhone. But you can put it on your phone. It's great. You put your pairs in, and it'll notify you when the RSI is in the overbought or oversold zones. So you go to the library. You can select your Aussie. I don't know what that is. I can't read it. But you can select the pairs that you want to watch: the Euro USD, the Euro GBP. Let's see. Sharif trades the Euro USD, the Euro GBP, the GBP USD, and the USD JPY. Those are his low spread pairs that he likes to trade. So you can go to your library or go to your watch list, click the plus button, select your pair that you want to show up on your watch list, and it'll put it in there. It costs $20 a year. This is free, but if you want to get the 5-minute time frames, it costs $20 for the year. As soon as I put this on my phone, I got a notice on the 15. I took a trade from that RSI indicator, and it made me, I don't know, 25, 30 bucks in a matter of a few minutes. So one trade, this thing paid for itself. So piece of cake. It's free on your Android phones. I don't think it works on desktops, on your laptops and such. It's just a phone indicator, but it works great. Whether you trade from your phone or whether you trade from your computer, it works. I have it on my phone. When my phone rings or dings or makes its little noise, I check it. I go to the pair, I analyze it, and see if it's ready to trade. If it is, I jump in. If it's not, I don't. I wait. I wait for the market to come to me. I don't go to it. So there is the Easy RSI for your phone. And one other thing I use, and this will help you guys out a lot too, because I know people are not quite sure how to leverage, or not really how to leverage, but what size lots to use. So here's what I use on my Android phone. I'm sure there's probably something the same or similar for iPhone as well. It's a Forex position size calculator. It's made by FX Trading Community, as you see here. This is great. When you put it on your phone, how do you calculate your pip risk? It can be either by entry and stop loss. If you know your entry and your stop loss figures, you can put them in here and it'll calculate it for you. If not, you can select the pull down here, and it'll also say by pips amount. If you want to have your pip risk included in there, and actually I'm going to pull it up on my phone so I can kind of tell you as I go. But on the entry and stop loss, you can select by pips amount, and when you do that, the window changes a little bit, and here it'll say pips of risk, and then you can put in, if you want to do a 20 pip stop loss, you put in 20 there, and then your currency will be USD. Also, determine your amount to be risk. You can either do it by a fixed dollar amount, or you can do it by percent risk. They typically tell you don't risk more than 1 or 2%. If you're growing an account, don't risk more than 3 to 5%. So you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% in here, and then it'll calculate for you. You can put in your pair, what a pair you're trading, and it'll tell you. And then there's a little button right here says calculate position size. Push that, and it'll tell you how many lots, how many mini lots, and the unit and size there. So get this app for your phone, play around with it a little bit, put some figures in, change some of these entries, long or short, entry and stop loss, or by pip amount, and play with it. And it's great. It'll tell you exactly how much to risk and the percentage. So that's another great little tool to have on your phone. That's again another thing that I use. So this is everything that I use in my trading on a daily basis. You guys have seen it, how to set it up, your moving averages. The Bollinger Bands, of course, are at 20 and close. So that's pretty much it, I think, for this video. So hopefully that'll help you guys set your charts and things up. Hopefully I didn't jump around too much and confuse anybody. But, you know, watch this video a couple times. Pause it if you want. Of course, you all know, reach out to me if you have questions in the chat rooms and such. And I'll help you out as quickly and as best I can also. So happy trading, guys. Have a happy, great rest of the weekend if it's still weekend where you're at in the world. And looking forward to starting trading actually today. The markets open up today here in the U.S. at 5. So we'll be ready to jump in and hit the ground running and capturing some pips, folks. Have a great week.